fiercest and at times most controversial rivalries in all of college football. The two showcase programs from the state of Utah. This game has had its share of fights, it's had its share of feuds. At times it has been a figurative and near literal war. But the most, something about it still feels holy. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars and LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Utah Utes, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the holy war between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent and all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. A 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. They'll try to power their way ahead. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Utes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The short hands, it's Richmond. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
quick completion on the out route. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got it. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. A third down try for the offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab at the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football game.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the bragging rights in the state of Utah because it means a heck of a lot.
Got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes them, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
The give to the back. Plows through the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
BYU has this offense quick. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Leaves it with the back. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, BYU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that cut. Turning it on! He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. Gets away from one. He's got space. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Here's the handoff. There he goes. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. Quick step and go. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Knight. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Offense facing 4th down.
They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Surging forward on the sneak. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Utes are on the move. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your 1st drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. You like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football. That last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. That last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the Utes are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Robbins. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Utah 21, BYU 7.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. That's caught. It's nice. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Armstrong. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And back to the air on second down. Finds his man down the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll throw on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Utes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open, and he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They kick it away on 4th down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. of the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Leaves it with the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's second and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Right back to the well. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Utes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Going to swing it on second down. Got his man quickly. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Back to pass. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Let's see what they do on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. Past the 30. The tag. Touchdown, BYU. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as he hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Utes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
He'll do it himself. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of this sport.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the end zone. Big! Oh, what a play by this defense. Oh, it's a fumble. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football, and in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security, and they made that one inch.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Utah! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score Utah 35, BYU 21.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And on second and short, they'll send three receivers wide right. Snagged in the middle. It's Armstrong. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten with speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there and on third down, and I need that yardage. I can go to him, and he'll get the first down on the corner.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Looking for more room. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, give on the inside.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Bean. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Utes in a good spot here with second and short.
Let's go! Let's go!
From the gun, the running back has it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And Utah is starting to assert itself and seize command of this rivalry by building a big lead.
And the Utes are always ready. This is the team that you can always depend on. Rivalry game, week in, week out. They're built, they know who they are, they're disciplined, they're tough, and that's why they're winning this football game.
And I feel like Utah is also one of those teams that's just ready to pounce, right? They're ready for you to make a mistake, and then they take advantage of it, and that's what they've been able to do in this game. They came in with a good game plan, and they are executing.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. They'll go to the ground. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They get to him as he throws.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback takes a knee. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. They were certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and it is the Utes who take the crown in this one. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.